We are in first alert weather mode because of the heat again today in the 80s to the low 90s, and our air quality is still diminished today, but this should be the last day of it looks like. Today it should be mostly in the moderate to the unhealthy for sensitive individuals range for our air quality, so not as bad as what we had earlier in the week, which is definite improvement here on the west side of the Cascades. As bad as it's been over here, the east side has just been pounded by that wildfire smoke. And I've been talking to friends that live over there in eastern Washington, and they say some of the worst they've seen, particularly around those fires there, around Chelan County. And you can see this is the Indiat smoke readout there, that AQI. You can see it's at 251, which puts it into the unhealthy range. And you can see that underneath there, the advice is everyone should limit or avoid outdoor physical activity. That's for this morning. That was from about 5 o'clock this morning. And if we take a look at the AQI index, you can see that that's one of the worst when you get down into the very unhealthy. But there actually is one more level to this, which is even worse, as a matter of fact. And they were experiencing that in Indiat yesterday afternoon. I was really surprised. I did not know that the AQI could go this high. You can see it's 1,536. Can you imagine that? That's in the hazardous range, and you see the advice there is just stay indoors. And I talked to a friend who lives in Indiat yesterday afternoon, and they were definitely staying indoors. And she was commenting on the fact with the heat and the density of that smoke, it kind of felt like even the air was on fire there. So just really a tough time over there in eastern Washington. Here on the west side, we've had our things to deal with that wildfire smoke, much less than what we were seeing over on the east side. In fact, starting to see some clearing as we've started to shift those winds from easterly, bringing the smoke over the mountains to pushing it out of here. And you can see it getting a little bit bluer every time we take a look at Bellingham, and starting to see that smoke haze diminish already. So that'll help us today, even though the smoke haze isn't as bad as it was earlier in the week. The sooner we can get rid of it, the better it is. Still definitely in evidence there in Queen Anne, as I was saying earlier in the stream. That camera is up probably around 700 to 800 feet once it's on top of the hill, on top of our transmitter tower. So it's actually up into some of that denser smoke that's just up off the ground still. But even that is starting to scour out and should be gone as we head towards later tonight and tomorrow. It's a little bit thicker down there around the Tacoma area this morning. As you can see, looking a lot more hazy than what we were seeing in the central and northern sound. So first alert weather day, high temperatures around the area, 80s to low 90s, elevated fire risk and diminished air quality, that's for sure. And the hardest hit areas are probably still going to be Snohomish County, southward along the I-5 corridor, and especially out towards the Cascades and the Cascade foothills. Air quality alert in place pretty much for all of western Washington, all of eastern Washington, till 5 p.m. tonight until 10 o'clock tonight up in the Cascades. And they have that heat advisory in place for most of western Washington till 10 o'clock tonight. Those are all going to be dropping this evening. East of the Cascades, a little bit different story. Those onshore winds, which clean us out, are going to go over the Cascades and produce gusty winds in eastern Washington, combining with the hot weather continuum into the 90s in most spots. Those are going to increase the fire danger as we head towards later Friday and especially on Saturday. So there is a fire weather watch out for critical fire danger possible from 11 a.m. on Saturday until 11 p.m. On Saturday evening. Satellite image shows that marine air pushing its way in. It made a good shot this morning. It showed up briefly down in the South Sound, but burning back to the coast now. And as it has this rhythm, it'll start pushing back in this evening. And by tomorrow morning, we'll probably see some patchy areas of low clouds around Puget Sound, which will burn off pretty quickly to sunshine. Still a pretty warm day tomorrow, but overall, it's going to be a pretty nice summer day that's headed our way. Taking a look at those high temperatures around western Washington today, you can see up there in the northern counties, you get there by the water, we've got some 70s, and as you move inland, those temperatures running mostly in the low to mid 80s. And you can see as you head into farther to the south, we've got those temperatures pushing into the low 90s. Out towards the coast, temperatures today already dropping back into the upper 60s and low 70s. So if you want to cool down really quickly, and the air quality out there is good, head for the coastal beaches. East of the Cascades, you can see that heat over there into the 90s. Wenatchee pushing up to near 99 degrees, close to triple digits in some places in eastern Washington. And when that wind does move in there later tomorrow, it's going to be a bad combination overall. So checking the extended forecast, today we're going to be looking for that first alert weather continuing. Temperatures running mostly in the 80s to right near 90 degrees, so a pretty warm day. And that air quality, once again, anywhere from moderate north in the counties north of Snohomish County to unhealthy for sensitive groups from Snohomish County southward. Tomorrow will cool by 2 to 3 degrees, it looks like, but we will have good air quality almost everywhere in western Washington on Friday. That continues on into the weekend. We're going to be looking for sunshine and temperatures tomorrow, or rather on Saturday, getting the upper 70s to low to a few mid 80s. And then as we hit Sunday and on into next week, we get back to our normal high temperatures, which run mostly in the upper 70s and low 80s for this time of the year. Checking once again that first alert situation with the high temperatures, elevated fire risks, and the diminished air quality headed our way. Checking the 6 to 10 day outlook in terms of our temperatures, looking pretty good right now. We're going to continue that westerly wind that's going to be giving us the onshore winds. It's going to keep our temperatures under control, continue to bring in good, clean air, giving us good air quality, it looks like, all the way through the week next week and into the following week. And those temperatures, as I said, staying close to normal in the upper 70s and low 80s. So looking pretty nice overall. We've got a pretty nice run of weather going on. It's really interesting because I was saying earlier this week that probably the most asked question I used to get from people about what was headed our way seasonally was going to be, will there be snow in the wintertime? Now the question I probably hear the most often once we get towards the end of winter and into spring, will there be smoke this summer? And unfortunately, have seen our share of it, and the last couple of days, it was not a bad year last year. Our smoke during the summer during 2025 was not too bad, but this year it looks like we're going to get this shot, but at least we get past today, it looks like a stretch of weather that's going to be pretty nice headed our way. So take care today. Don't forget the sunscreen. Hydrate if you're going to be out and about, and try and get close to the water. Never a bad idea in the summertime. That's where you'll find your best air quality today, and you can find it anywhere as we head towards tomorrow. Have a great day.